I get messages all the time.
Raylene Hollrah started a Facebook page 3 years ago to warn women about textured breast implants.
I always say I lost my chest, but I haven't lost my voice.
The 46-year-old mother of two from Missouri wants to save other women from what she endured. 5 months of treatment to rid her body of breast implant-associated anaplastic large cell lymphoma. It's a cancer of the immune system. So far, there have been 457 cases in the U.S. 9 women have died from the disease, which was first identified in 2011.
It's a man-made cancer.
This spring, the FDA said this cancer is most likely caused by textured breast implants, which have a suede-like coating. But the agency stopped short of taking the implants off the market, saying they wanted to continue studying the disease and tracking cases. It's estimated that of the 400,000 women who get implants each year, 1 in 10 have textured implants.
Would you tell women not to get this implant?
Absolutely.
Raylene got textured breast implants after surgery for breast cancer when she was 33 years old.
What made you choose these implants over any others?
I was sold on the fact that this was newest to the market, but yet approved by the FDA, the safest textured implant on the market.
But nearly 7 years later, her right breast filled with fluid and swelled to 3 times its normal size.
I saw my doctor, and he informed me that I had cancer again. And again. And he said it's not breast cancer, it's anaplastic large cell lymphoma. And that's all I heard.
Implants are heavily marketed.
Plastic surgeon Dr. Elizabeth Potter says in the past 3 months, she's heard from hundreds of women who want their textured implants removed.
The textured surface is almost like a tiny Velcro. It grows into the woman's body. I believe that that's the source of the breast implant-associated lymphoma because there's an interaction between the woman's body and the implant.
Potter says some doctors may be unaware of the risks associated with these implants, so she urges women to ask questions and to consider other options. Last November, the NBC News ICIJ investigation reported the risk of implant-associated cancer could be as high as 1 in every 1,000 women, according to Australian health officials. And since our report, 38 countries have pulled one brand of textured implants, Allergan, off the market. All brands are still sold in the U.S.
You want them taken off the market?
I think that the implant shouldn't be on the market unless the FDA can say to women, we know that there's no increased risk of cancer with this implant.
The FDA declined to be interviewed, but said in a statement in part that the agency is increasingly concerned about the potential BIA-ALCL risk for women with certain textured breast implants. Our experts have been reviewing new information. We intend to update the public shortly with the findings of our analysis. Meanwhile, Raylene Hollrah is now working with the FDA to require a black box warning for these implants, similar to what you see on cigarettes, to force implant makers to disclose the cancer risks.
Everybody's looking for a cure for cancer. We can cure this cancer. They need to be removed from the market.
Vicky, first of all, how's Raylene doing?
Thankfully, she's doing much better. She is cancer-free. She's also implant-free. But her big message now and what she's working on is making sure women know they have to be their own advocates and ask their doctors about the risks when it comes to these implants.
What are some of the symptoms, if someone has the textured implant, what are some of the symptoms they should look out for?
Yeah, so the FDA is saying, look, ask your doctor if you don't know what kind of implant you have, because a lot of women don't necessarily remember what was put in them. Don't run out and get these removed. Just work with your doctor, monitor for those symptoms. We're talking about swelling, fluid in the area, and pain. If you have pain, that is definitely a sign that you should get in and see your doctor.
Well, if the FDA is concerned and they're going to be studying more, what's the problem with just saying, you know what, let's pull this off the market until we can determine that these are 100% safe?
Al, that's the million-dollar question. That's what these women are fighting for. And even to hear a doctor come out so unequivocally and say she believes these should be taken off the market. It's something so many other countries have done, and that's what's so frustrating for women. I mean, you heard Raylene say she thinks this is a man-made cancer.
What are the companies, I was going to say, what are the companies who make these textured implants saying?
Yeah, this is really important, so we want to make sure we get this right. Allergan, that was the implant that Raylene had. That's the one that has the more high risk of cancer. They say patient safety remains Allergan's highest priority. Allergan continues to stand behind the benefit-risk profile of its products. The safety profile of Allergan's breast implants is supported by extensive preclinical device testing, more than a decade of worldwide clinical use, and a large number of peer-reviewed published studies. Now, 2 other folks make this, so we reached out to the other manufacturers, that is Mentor, and they said the risk of developing BIA ALCL varies between different textured devices and has been shown to be rare with Mentor breast implants. It remains a concern we take seriously. And Sientra told us the long-term safety and effectiveness of our breast implants is supported by more than a decade of clinical data and peer-reviewed studies. Due to distinct differences in each manufacturer's texturing process and the resulting healing process, it is critical to avoid categorizing all textured implants as one in the same.
Okay.
Very
Keep us
interesting.
posted,
Vicky,
please.
thank
Yeah,
you so
absolutely.
much.
We'll follow
you,
this.
Vicky.
For more information on this story, head to thirdhourtoday.com, and we'll be right back.